fall for the poor guy. The IKEA effect is so powerful that marketers study it. One story I love that shows how it works is when instant cake mix first hit the market. It was amazing. You just added water, put it in the oven, and boom, delicious cake. But weirdly, no one wanted to buy it. They couldn't figure out why. The taste was great, the price was low. Turns out the problem was that it was too easy to make. A big part of the joy of baking is serving your guests and proudly saying, "I made this." But no housewife felt proud showing off a cake that was as simple as making ramen noodles. What the company had to do was take the egg and milk out of the mix so that the cake would be a little harder to make, and the ladies could feel proud. Now that they had to beat the egg and add the milk themselves, maybe even decorate it with some strawberries at the end, that's when they truly felt it was their own masterpiece. Same thing with your buddy who fell in love with his table because he built it himself. Victims of the IKEA effect. It's a cognitive bias where we overvalue something just because we put effort into it. So what happened with the girl? She went to a fancy French restaurant in a blacked-out SUV, got treated like a queen, didn't have to do a thing. And yet, she chose the guy with whom she shared tacos and a soda, because they only had $10. What happened was, during the fancy date, she felt disconnected. Everything was handed to her on a silver platter. Of course, she enjoyed the French food, but no fancy meal tastes as good as tacos you earned with your own sweat. Without even realizing it, the poor guy was using the IKEA effect the whole time. Like when he's feeling down or has a problem, he talks to her, lets her help with ideas, and when things get better, she feels part of that victory. She feels included. He doesn't have a mansion like the rich guy, but one Saturday he invited her over and they painted his room together. She drew a butterfly and wrote some cheesy quote on the wall. Then they went to a plant nursery and picked out stuff to decorate. And honestly, if you or I walked into that room, it's nothing special. But for her, it's different. She's biased because it's hers. It's got her time, her effort, her love. It feels like something she helped create. The poor guy uses the IKEA effect. He makes her part of his life. Meanwhile, the rich guy gave her everything done and dusted. And while of course she enjoys the comfort, with him she feels like an outsider. With the poor guy, she felt like a team. Now check out this graph. The turning point in my life came when I was 33. That's when things started getting better.